Hey y'all, it is September the 4th, 2019, and y'all, I'd like to, of course, thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you. You already probably know what we're getting into, judging by the title, and of course, who we're looking at right now. Now, I'll assume that most people know who come through my channel who this is, Katelyn Nicole Davis, all right? I just want to let y'all know that I do plan in the near future to dive a little bit back into this rabbit hole. It's also the rabbit holes we dived into in between time, but I thought we would dive back a little bit into the Katelyn Nicole Davis saga as we did just the other day discussing it. The reason I want to do so is because, of course I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the whole situation. But I also want to see if there's any sort of progress coming along with it, because I haven't really been keeping a close eye on it recently, over the past, year and a half or something like that. I have not been keeping a close eye on it, and I would like to know if there is any sort of progress to be noted. And if I find out, that there is any sort of progress, well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know and relate it to you back on here on this channel. All right. Before I go any further, I want to say this. On the Katelyn Nicole Davis videos, in particular on my channel, I did notice that, they are kind of popular. All right. They'll get a little bit more views than some of my other videos. And I can appreciate that. It's a very intriguing story. And a lot of people are, fascinated, I guess, to see what it is that I say about the particular situation and the progress that's taking place in regards to the whole situation. What I want to say is this about the trolls, right, who are going to come by in particular about this particular topic. I want to say about the trolls is, here's the thing, there's going to be trolls, all right, on my channel from time to time, but especially when it comes to the Katelyn Nicole Davis situation and saga, all right, there's definitely going to be a troll or two, and they're probably going to say very perverse things. As you can imagine, it's kind of an interesting situation that way. The trolls that are going to come through are going to say pretty perverse things, pretty perverted things. All right. Definitely all around creepy things, just extremely creepy when it comes to Katelyn Nicole Davis. They get very offended and they start doing their troll thing. The thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete all the troll comments and stuff. And as you may well know, I am very much into the First Amendment and free speech and everything like that. It's just like I said, the comments, the troll comments that I get in this particular case are very, very disgusting and slimy and stuff, dude. And honestly, they're not productive, like, in any way. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and delete them if I see them. But if you see them out there, I want to go ahead and emphasize, just don't respond to them. All right. Because honestly, it's just going to kind of get me aggravated a little bit. All right. Just don't respond to them. Always remember, don't feed the trolls here on this channel, because it's really just going to be a waste of your time. All right. A complete, total waste. All right. And honestly, it's just not. It's not suitable for the memory of Katelyn Nicole Davis. All right. It's pretty much just kind of like disgusting when I get the troll comments. Anyways, I just wanted to address that. And now that that's addressed, I want to go into the actual main topic of this particular video. It's a couple of comments that I received from a dear contributor, and I can't really stress that enough. Celeste, Whoknows, you're looking at it right now. In case if y'all, whoever out there might not know who Celeste Whoknows is, just to let you know, dear contributor to this channel, all right, and me and Celeste actually go way back, like years and stuff, ever since the beginning of this Katelyn Nicole Davis thing, and we've been covering it on this channel. So years back we go, me and Celeste, Whoknows, all right. She doesn't always have time to interact and stuff like that, but I know that she keeps posted. I know that especially she's very intrigued with, of course, the Katelyn Nicole Davis thing. and very involved in a lot of, the behind the scenes, trying to find out this and that about Katelyn Nicole Davis and that whole situation. Right. Celeste, who knows, and I go way back and stuff. And I got to say, as far as a YouTuber, you probably won't find a better YouTuber out there. She hasn't been doing much lately, but you can go back through her archive and it's just incredible. All right. Incredible. She's a very talented lady. And I appreciate the fact that she is very opinionated. And the thing is, our opinions don't seem to line up. All right. Don't really sync up very well, but nevertheless, I do respect her opinion. And she does tend to make very intriguing comments, very entertaining comments at the very least, but intriguing comments and, dare I say, very poignant comments. All right. And this one is no exception. So I wanted to go ahead and discuss some of the points that she made on these particular comments. All right. So let's dive into it. She says, this is Celeste, who knows. She says, why did you say allegedly during, I guess, minute 7 and 8 seconds? All right. And I'm going to go ahead to review. I haven't reviewed what it is that I said, but she said, why did you say allegedly, as if there's a chance that Katelyn was lying about being molested and verbally abused? And before we go on a little bit further, I want to say this. I don't remember exactly how I worded things, and honestly, it's just lots of times it's off the cuff when it comes to me. I'm not trying to make excuses, but the thing is, lots of times I'll be rambling, all right? And she asked the question, why did I say allegedly? As if there's a chance that Katelyn was lying. Here's the thing. I want to stress and just clarify right now that as far as Katelyn Nicole Davis goes, I poured through all her videos and stuff, sometimes a couple of different times. All right. I found it very intriguing, very fascinating, very entertaining, Katelyn Nicole Davis in her day. The thing is, here's the thing. I pretty much tend to believe Katelyn Nicole Davis about everything. I just wanted to clarify that. About everything that she said, pretty much. I believe it, all right? Why did I say allegedly, as if there was a chance that Katelyn was lying about being molested, particularly by her stepfather? His name slips my mind right now at this particular moment. But why, Anthony Lee Rogers, right? Anthony Lee Rogers. Why did I say allegedly that Katelyn was molested by Anthony Lee Rogers? The reason is because there is a chance, and I don't mean to be sarcastic, actually. I'm really not being sarcastic right now when I say that there is a chance that Katelyn was lying about being molested. And that's unfortunate that there is a slight possibility. Like I said, I tend to believe Katelyn Nicole Davis, all right? And to include on that particular sentiment, I believe her, but at the same time, when you're talking about, say, a grown-up molesting children, right? That's a sensitive topic. That's a very serious accusation, all right? Pretty much. And the reason why I say allegedly is because he hasn't gone through a court of law and this and that. Nobody's proved anything. Like I said, I tend to believe Katelyn Nicole Davis. I would bet good money that that's exactly what happened. All right, but when you're talking about that sort of situation, you kind of gotta say allegedly. You kind of gotta say it just to be responsible. All right, so to go on further with the comment, she said also she wasn't molested because she was pretty. Now here's the thing. I gotta personally look back, and if honestly, if Celeste could tell me at what point in the video I said that, that would help, just because I don't want to play the whole video back again to hear. Here's the thing. I don't know that I exactly said that. I don't know that I said that Katelyn was molested because she was pretty. I don't know that I said that. Maybe, perhaps I did. I'm not saying that I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is I don't recall saying that at all right, that she was molested because of being pretty. That's terrible. All right, here's the thing about it. I don't know, objectively speaking, you might say prettier people are more liable to get molested. That might be the case, but I can't imagine that that's the case every time. All right. Um, it's kind of an awkward situation, but I gotta say, people can get molested whether or not they're pretty, and that really has nothing to do with anything, from what I understand. All right. So if I did actually say that sentiment, I gotta go ahead and say that that ain't right. All right, I must have misspoke, and that just ain't right. All right, so I wanted to address that. No excuses. I had no idea that I said it. Maybe I did, but if I did say it, that ain't right. All right, so Celeste goes ahead and says, "Go ahead and get Caddy and Pissy for this comment." The thing is, it kind of makes me laugh. She says that she's appalled, and that particular part does not make me laugh. That she is appalled, but it's kind of weird. All right, I don't even know how to respond to Celeste sometimes, because she assumes that I get Caddy and Pissy, or that I'm going to get Caddy and Pissy. And the thing is, I simply don't have time to get Caddy and Pissy. All right. I mean, I wish I did have time for that sort of stuff, but I just don't. All right, so I didn't. Celeste, who knows, then leaves kind of a PS comment. She says, also, you don't say Tammy is allegedly running around getting pills. So what I didn't say that Tammy was allegedly. I said that Anthony Lee Rogers allegedly did what he did and stuff, just because I don't know. But when I was referring to Tammy, and I'll go ahead and say that that's probably true, I didn't say that she was allegedly running around getting pills and hanging out with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that she could find. Every little man would show her some attention. She got right up on those men all over the place. She couldn't stop, wouldn't stop. All right. I didn't say Tammy was allegedly running around getting pills, and that's got a little bit of nuance to it. Just because if you haven't poured through the Katelyn Nicole Davis videos, there's a couple of videos in particular in which are pretty important to that exact detail, in which Katelyn Nicole Davis is actually speaking directly to her mom and accusing her of popping pills and running around all over town chasing men. All right. And the reason I guess that I don't say allegedly is because it's slightly less incriminating than actually going around and molesting children, right? Which is a very severe, in my eyes, is a very severe crime, and it deserves the utmost justice. Like, if you're going after children, you need to get justice upon you, all over you, in a very legal and a very swift way, right? That's personally my opinion. And it's a lot of people's opinions who come through this channel. Now, on the other end, if you're some lady who's hoeing around and you're popping pills and stuff, and your daughter accuses you to your face of you popping pills and running around looking for every male that you can find, if your daughter says that to you to your face and you don't completely deny it and it's on video, then I'm going to assume that that's extremely true, right? I'm just going to assume it. And because if I don't say allegedly, someone's probably not going to sue me over that, all right? You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit safer. Maybe I should say allegedly when it comes to Tammy popping pills and running around all over town. But the thing is, that's a pretty safe bet. That's exactly what she was doing, all right? She didn't even try to deny it, all right? So Tammy, why didn't I say Tammy was allegedly running around getting pills? That's why. And I say that as if that's a fact, but when it comes to accusations of molestation, I'm quick to say alleged. She says it's sad, and, in a sense, it is sad. It is sad, but like I said, we do have to kind of play it safe. And in that's an extreme accusation. And I want to reiterate, as far as the bad things that you could do and the criminally minded things that you could do, when you mess around with children, that is the worst. All right. That is the worst of the worst. That is the worst thing you can do. And like I said, the justice that's carried out upon, these perverts and things of this nature is severely just lacking severely lacking. And that's my particular opinion. As far as America goes, as far as around the world goes, the justice carried out on people who go around and allegedly molest children, all right? It should be a lot greater. We should turn it up to 1,000, all right? Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. But as far as the accusations towards people, when they're leveled accusations against them, I think we need to take the accusations very seriously. I think we need to say allegedly until we prove them guilty in a court of law. And I think we should do that as fast as possible, which is the exact opposite of what we do right now. I think we should do that court of law thing as fast as possible. And then we should figure out beyond a shadow of a doubt if that person in fact did molest children, all right? We should go ahead and take them out back immediately, all right? And not waste time at all. We should put them up under the jail and do it immediately, all right? And no sort of jail time, no sort of probation or parole or anything ever. Dude, they need to get dealt with immediately. And that's why allegedly, like, is so important. When it comes to popping pills like Tammy's known to do, Tammy Michelle Rogers, when it comes to that sort of thing, I don't think such a severe punishment should even be administered for that sort of thing, all right? It's kind of a terrible thing to do, but, the punishment probably shouldn't be so much for that sort of thing, all right? And so I said, I went ahead and I said, point taken, and it is taken, and I do appreciate it. And I want to finish off on this note. I know sometimes me and Celeste, Whoknows, butts heads, all right? Sometimes we butt heads on things, all right? Especially when it comes to Katelyn Nicole Davis. I can respect that, all right? The thing is, we're both very opinionated, and I appreciate her opinionatedness, all right? And I appreciate the fact that she comes from a kind of opposite angle in order to question, say, my motives or say what it is that I'm exactly looking at and researching. It kind of makes me sharper, you know what I'm saying? And therefore, I appreciate it. It kind of lets me know what I might have left out or what I might have missaid, if I might have misspoken or something like that. And I do appreciate it a lot. And the thing is, I think in this particular situation, we're going to find out a lot more if we just dive in a little bit deeper. And so I'll go ahead and keep y'all posted to all the developments and stuff like that. And if anybody has got any concerns when it comes to Katelyn Nicole Davis or anything else in particular, just go ahead and shout me out in the comments and stuff and let me know what you might want to talk about, all right, in reference to Katelyn Nicole Davis, all right. I got to say, just to close out this particular video, that it's all quite unfortunate. Celeste, Whoknows, she's appalled, and I'm also appalled. I've been appalled for years. Back when I totally kind of distanced myself from this situation, even back then, I was completely appalled with this whole situation. Unfortunately, I don't think that any person involved in this situation, in and around the Katelyn Nicole Davis situation, I don't think any of them are going to serve jail time when it comes to, in regards to Katelyn Nicole Davis and what happened to her. And that's unfortunate. I am also appalled at that. All right. Nobody's going to serve jail time. And Tammy's not going to serve jail time. Katelyn Nicole Davis's perverted boyfriend, Luke Callahan, he ain't going to serve jail time. The stepfather is not going to he's not going to get the jail time. He's not going to incur that jail time. People, the trolls on the internet encouraging Katelyn to perhaps end it all, they're not going to get jail time. Trust me, I know all the different characters involved and stuff like that who seem nefarious, who seem like they could have done better. None of them are going to see jail time. And that is extremely unfortunate. And I mentioned that a long time ago. And yes, I'm very appalled by it. And when it comes to, in particular, Anthony Lee Rogers, I know he's not going to see a jail cell. Unfortunately, the reason is because there is no evidence. All right? And it breaks my heart to say that because, like I said, I totally believe Katelyn Nicole Davis. in what she said. That said, literally, there is no evidence, all right? And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I'm not saying that to be cute. I'm saying that because there is no evidence. There's literally no way for anybody. I mean, unless some sort of weird miracle evidence comes from out of nowhere years and years later, there's literally nothing that you can get Anthony Lee Rogers on. Nothing. Luke Callahan's pretty much the same deal. If they could have got anybody in jail over Katelyn Nicole Davis and that whole situation, they would have been done it a long time ago. It is not going to happen. But just go ahead and close out this video on a kind of a ray of hope, a ray of sunshine, if you will. And it's something that I very much believe in. Is Katelyn Nicole Davis, and I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again, had a love for and a relationship with Jesus Christ. And now that particular sentiment, nobody's going to touch on that. Nobody's going to argue with me about that. Nobody's going to debate me on that. Nobody's even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I promise you. There's not one person involved in around this Katelyn Nicole Davis situation who will mention the name Jesus Christ. All right? For whatever it's worth, not one single one of them will say the word Jesus Christ. Even though Katelyn Nicole Davis brought up Jesus Christ on a couple of different occasions, all right, and was very adamant about her relationship with Jesus Christ. All right. So I do want to bring that up in particular because, like I said, nobody's going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. And to be honest, I'm appalled by that. I'm kind of disgusted by that. All right. If I'm being very honest. All right. But here's what I want to say. And I said it a long time ago. And you can just go ahead and watch it because it's been playing out for years now. Is that although humans, all right, although society is going to severely let us down in a legal sense, and in that no one's going to see a jail cell for the Katelyn Nicole Davis situation. Although our legal system has completely dropped the ball in that way, what you can be assured of, and you can be rest assured of, is that justice will happen, period, dude. There is no getting out of it. All right. And that goes for all the trolls, too. That goes for anybody who wants to disgrace the memory of Katelyn Nicole Davis. You're not going to escape justice. All right. And no, it's not going to be from me. All right. Let me just reiterate. Has nothing to do with me. But the justice that you'll incur is coming inevitably from God. And I know that makes some people scared out there. And it should make you very scared. For all the trolls out there, you should be very scared because I don't have to lift a finger. All right. You will incur justice just like Anthony Lee Rogers will, just like Luke Callahan will, just like Tammy Michelle Rogers will. Unfortunately, I'm not hating on any of these people. What I'm saying is justice is going to be administered upon your head, just like it's going to be administered upon my head for everything bad that I've done. All right. Nobody's going to escape it, period. All right. As far as legal system justice, you can forget about it. It's done and gone. All right. I don't know who's got any sort of other ideas, but God will have his justice, period. All right. That's a promise and a guarantee. All right. Anyways, it's September the 4th. 2019, and I appreciate y'all, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.